Good morning. Wait a minute. How in the world? That ain't it. I don't know what I'm doing, people.
What happened?
I can't find our live. Good morning. There it is.
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
I always try to pull up the live on our laptop so that way we can keep a better view on the chat. We are joined by our co-host today, Apollo.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all been in here chatting this morning. Morning.
Good morning.
We got Dee, Diane, Kathleen. Oh, Lynn's already in here this morning.
Uh-oh.
And let's see.
Man, I feel like
Scott's
we missed out.
here. Scott already said, make sure everybody hit that like button.
Thanks, Scott.
Appreciate you. Susie's here. Connie, Denise, Carol, Patricia. Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning. Tara, good morning. You said good job, but I said it three different ways. Which one? Now I'm even more confused. Oh, guys, I tell you what, I'm sore. You know, we've been doing these workouts every day.
Yeah, we have. We've done some different variations.
So if you hear me stretching and moaning and groaning, it's because I'm sore.
Yeah.
Body's beat up.
Denise said almost didn't recognize Apollo without his ball. Yep, he looks like a completely different dog, doesn't he?
Was Zeus still outside?
Yeah, he didn't want to come in. He was just...
Dude.
Let's not do that with your paws.
I told you not to let him do that. See, strict rules. Not so strict rules.
Yeah. But you know what? Yesterday, they went over to a friend's house, and they did great.
Well, tell them who it is.
Coach Davis and Julie. We had
Which a lot of you guys reached out to us and always check in when we got bad storms.
Mm-hmm.
Which, one, we appreciate, and we hope you all were okay and safe during the storms.
Mm-hmm.
But it is pretty special that you guys reach out and check on us and make sure we're watching for the weather.
Yeah.
And just make sure that we're okay.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
So we don't have a great spot to go for storms in
Just
the
to
house.
catch you up on what she's talking about, because I understand, you know. I'll be the translator here.
Yeah, thanks. So Julie was like, do you want to come over here? And I was like, man, I would love to, but I don't want to leave the boys here by themselves, because Titan really doesn't like storms. He's actually gotten better since we've been here.
Yep.
But he used to really not like storms at all. And so she was like, well, just bring them on with you. And I was like, okay. So I loaded them all up in the truck, and we went over to the Davises and braced the storm, which ended up not being bad over here at all. It just rained really hard for really a couple minutes, and it looked like it was going to be bad for a while.
Were you going to brag about the boys?
But I was so proud of them. Because they did.
See, if you guys
well.
weren't here, like, this is, I direct it. I'm like, okay, that was great. You told them what was going on. You told, you know, where you went. Told a little bit about the story. But remember, you started the story wanting to brag about the boys. So we got to circle back and tie that in. So, ready? We'll pretend like they didn't even hear that. So you're just telling this story.
Okay.
It's going great so far, man.
Yeah.
You're going to land this plane so nice.
I loaded them up in the truck.
Action.
So I loaded them up in the truck, and took them over to the Davises. And right when we got there, they were so excited. So excited. And I got them out of the truck, and they just followed me right to the pool. I was
When
like,
you say
"Come
so
on, boys."
excited, what do you mean?
They were like, the whole time.
And their tails were doing
Their tails were like the spinning,
like
not even just
helicopter.
like going back and forth. They were literally spinning.
Can't control them.
No. And so they ran out of the truck and they followed me over to the pool area, and we hung out there for a while. And the whole time around the pool, they were just like doing laps around the pool, not in the pool. Just like so excited. But they listened so well. Anytime I told them to do something, they did it right away. They kept going up these stairs, and I was like, "Come on, boys, this way," and they'd come this way, and then, yeah. So they were just listening so well the whole time. I was so proud of them.
I'm just gonna add a couple more details to it. You know,
Okay.
I wasn't there, but this is secondhand experience. You know, so when Charlotte got there, you know, this is the first time that Coach Davis and Julie, which is crazy that they just now met the boys.
I cannot believe that.
But normally when they come over, we're down working, you know, in the cows, or we go over there, and so kind of makes sense. I just never really stopped to think about it. But
Yeah.
you know, Charlotte shows up with these 3 pretty big dogs,
Yeah.
and you know they were a little nervous, like, are they gonna listen? Like, what did
Yeah.
they do? And Charlotte was like, they got out of the truck and just followed me right down to where we needed to go, and which is always really impressive. And is very satisfying. I think that's the first time you really got to experience what it's like to have to showcase well-behaved dogs.
Yeah, by myself, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like,
For that long.
with me, she's had it before where we take them somewhere and I'm there, and, like, if I drop my voice, like, you know, use
Yeah.
dad voice, like, they just will sit. Where it's like, yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir. You know, like, they're ready. So, like, yesterday, she was all excited to tell me this story
Yeah, it was.
because that was her first time getting to experience it, and, like, other people being blown away. Like, she told me multiple times, they were like, they listen so well. Like,
Yeah, because they, and a lot of people do, so I don't blame them, but you could tell that they kind of had, like, a perception of pit bulls, like, that they are mean and don't listen and they're aggressive and stuff. And so, like, 5 minutes into them being there, Coach Davis was like, "Were all these rescues?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, were they mean when you got them?" I was like, "No." He goes, "But aren't pit bulls always mean?" I was like, "No." I was like, they get a bad rep, but it's the owners that make them mean if they are.
so I wanted to make sure that whole story got told because Charlotte was super excited. She probably
Yeah,
told
it
it to
was.
me in 3 different sections of the night because
Yeah.
she was so excited. Like,
I know, I was.
when I was at, you know, she called me, and then on the way home, and then also when I got home, and then before bed, we had to circle back and talk about it again.
Yeah,
So
we did.
I knew she was really excited, and I wanted to make sure she got every detail of the story in, because otherwise she would have just been like, "Oh yeah, we went over to Coach Davis's, and they were so excited, and they were so good."
Yes. Yeah, I can't deny that, because that is
So-
how it started. Oh, now Zeus wants to come in.
Oh, Zuzi. Okay. Well, let's get caught. Zuzi, did mommy leave you outside? Oh, poor baby boy.
He wanted to
Oh
be
my
outside.
goodness. I cannot believe it. Mommy just left you out there?
No,
Come over here, Zeus. Come over here.
somebody go over there.
Come here. No, not that. You don't gotta go that way. Don't let him crawl across you. Nope. Alright, then you can stay there.
I'm probably come on.
Alright, let me get caught up on these comments because we ain't done none. We ain't. Here comes my English.
We ain't done nothing.
We ain't done none.
You guys, when
D.
he was explaining the corral in one of our recent videos.
Yeah, Scott, I agree with you.
Jay, you know some cinnamon rolls make me feel better. Yeah, that's true. Jay was like, yeah, we're gonna sturdy him on up with these trees right here. And you guys thought that was funny. So I let him know.
Oh, Lynn's all excited. CD did it first, and I'm the one that gets the. Hey, you know what? There's a few of y'all on out here that are
Honoring.
Watch it. Cher says, pitties are my favorite dog. Trained properly, the breed can be special. Loving, dedicated to the family.
Mm-hmm.
They are. They're the best.
Yes, they are.
Jana, yes, we survived. We're here. Carol said, received my candles yesterday, and they're fantastic. Love the wooden wicks. Charlotte, your
Penmanship.
is exceptional. What?
Handwriting.
Oh, I was like, I'm thinking the candles. I'm like, what is that on the candle? What are you... All right, yep, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carol. Appreciate you. Well, Lynn and Dee are fighting over who's going in the corner today, so...
Who's it gonna be?
Hey, you know what? Normally in a room there's multiple corners, so
yeah, true.
we can share. Jada said there was a dust storm out by them. Good morning. Liana, Tara, good morning. Yes, I think you guys know that we are very proud of our pit bulls and big advocates for them. Come here, Apollo. Just come lay down. I know. Zeus just came in and stole a spot. You can lay with Dad today. Just lay down. You don't,
you don't need to lick his face.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Okay, just lay down. Now Zeus wants to come over. He's like, what? You laying with Dad?
He's like, yeah, that was the first option you had.
Yeah.
You did not understand. Lay down. Lay down.
We are not, but we all got Charlotte's back. Hey, we can share. Oh, we can't share. Be too far away from each other to plot, Ella. Oh, goodness.
Oh, different corners?
Yeah, Nancy said, good morning from Washington State. Good morning. Susie J, is it possible to keep both Specs and Titus? Is it possible? Yes. Does it make things a little more difficult? Yes. Is it necessary? No. So, we're still working through that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of an emotional decision, but so most of you guys know Titus is most likely not staying around, although his lineage will.
Right.
So there are some babies out there. Well, sorry, that was not.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I'm not keeping a secret.
There's still no babies recently.
The babies are in the oven. They are cooking still. Okay, so.
I can't believe it either.
We gotta wait till like September, I think was what I said, right?
Oh, yeah, for Titus, yeah.
Yeah. So. I realized when I said that.
Yeah, no. But even Addie, Sadie.
Well, we ain't been down there this morning. We can't say that confidently.
True.
All right. Man, Scott said it's rained nonstop for 7 days. Holy smokes, that's a lot of rain.
Oh, mud and cows, gotta love it.
Yeah, Scott, feel sorry for you about that. We could use a little bit of rain, but I don't want no more mud.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so over the mud.
Same.
But
we had a lot for a while there. It's dried up.
Oh my gosh, did we post a video yet? Or no, that's tomorrow's video?
I don't know where you're going.
The tall grass?
Oh, that's tomorrow's.
Oh my gosh, you guys gotta see the grass in pasture 4, 5, and 6. We haven't been over there. I mean, you guys know we can see down into Big Valley View, and it's hard to see. You don't really know how tall or how much is over there. You just see Oh, it's a
green.
blanket of green.
Yeah.
I try not to get too excited about that because I don't know what's over there. Holy smokes.
It was crazy. I was not expecting that.
I was blown away.
Same.
Like, are you kidding me? That might be some of the best grass we got.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because it's tall or what, but like, holy smokes. Goodness. It is incredible.
Mhm.
Like,
I got out to get the gate at one point, and it was literally past. I mean, it seemed like it was up to my waist.
yeah, I mean, I think now some of it was seeded out,
Right.
which is okay. Like, it's a learning experience. We'll get to it, whatever. But like the fact that the grass was even that tall, and it was grass, not weeds,
Yeah.
is just incredible. I mean, we barely had grass up to our shins last year. Hey,
And it
would you
was
lay
like
down and
so
relax?
patchy.
Just lay down, relax, lay down, or you're gonna have to go somewhere else.
There you go.
There you go. See,
Good boy.
good boy. Yours okay. Yours is okay. Okay. Just go sweet. Go sweet.
Tai Tai's over here being a good boy too.
Yeah, that's why he's the bestest boy. He is. Titan, why are you letting him do that?
I was letting him do it with his paws curled.
Uh-huh. See, we had a rule that the boys weren't allowed to put their paws on our laps. Already broken. Well, I'm just letting them do them if they're curled.
They're off.
Can't set no standards around this place.
That's not true.
All right, let's see. Over in here.
Good question.
Denise asked, was Daisy bred when she came to your farm? Negative. She was not bred. Still currently not bred. Lynn, we not had rain in 10 days.
Ooh.
That's my kind of English right there. We not had 10 days rain. Jermaine said, good morning, Jermaine.
Good morning.
Spooky's doing well.
Yep.
Virginia said, good morning, beautiful and Jay. Don't you try to ignore.
Don't ignore her comment.
Why would I ignore? Come on now. Jermaine, Tara says, if we got that much rain here in Sparks, Nevada, we have to worry about the Truckee River overflowing. It has the past 5 years, and downtown Reno was bad.
Babe.
A lot of people were saying good morning. Dee said, we need a picture of you two standing in the middle of the grass with hay forks like Green Acres. We don't even have hay forks.
No, we don't. We have one actually.
This just smells brand new, so every time
Oh.
I was lifting it up, I was getting a whiff of something, and I was like,
Neoprene?
yeah.
That's weird.
Just trying to figure
Smells
out.
like wetsuits in here.
Yeah! Shoot me dang it. Carol said, I know you can do soil tests and hay plugs to evaluate quality, but can grass pastures be tested? Carol, yeah, you can do soil tests. You can even do, I forget what it's called, but basically you can clip off grasses in an area and send those in too. I think it's maybe called a, what is that called? Some sort of sample you can send in. They'll tell you all the grasses and everything that you got. But we ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that.
Reason we ain't doing it is because
We're not giving up our grass. Not even a little tiny patch.
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
That's why. No, I mean that. Just with some of the books that I've read and the people that we follow, like Joel Salatin, Greg Judy, um, the way those sample tests are done, it doesn't always give an accurate reading. And then we're not going to put fertilizer or anything down anyway, so we're just working with nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Virginia, I still read all the comments that even if you guys try to pick on me.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's fine. Patricia says, can't wait to see Specs and Daisy's baby. Gonna be a beauty for sure.
We cannot wait.
I can't wait to see Specs' baby with all the herd.
I know.
Like, Daisy would
It'll
be
so
cool.
much fun.
But I'm excited to see just... I hope we get a lot of color out there. Excuse me.
Those energy drinks, get them.
Liana?
Mm-hmm.
Liana said, missed some of this live. When do y'all go to your P.O. box? We normally go on the weekends.
Yep.
We went last weekend, didn't we?
Yep. Saturdays, usually right after this, we go.
Yeah. And we will for sure be going today because we got to go into Tractor Supply and, well, Tractor Supply will be our first stop because the old ranch mobile got a old flat tire.
Yeah. Can you believe that? That thing got a flat tire.
My luck in tires has
I was
not
going to
been
say,
good.
we've had a flat tire in every mobile.
I need to start a savings account specifically for tire issues.
Seriously. We've had some luck with tires this year. We went back there, we were talking about looking at the grass and stuff. We went back there to look at the grass, and you guys know the terrain back there is a little crazy. We got, well, one, the actual land is crazy because of the big machines going back there when we did, the timber company came. And then it's also rough because there's a lot of brush in some spots that's still in the ground. And it's not just like, you know, sticks. It's like logs this thick and like have sticks sticking out this way and all over the place. And a little tiny piece got in between the wheel and the tire yesterday. I was like, we stopped because we were going to start walking. And we turn off the cart and you just hear, psh. And we were like, wait, is that a flat?
Not good.
Yep, sure was. So we had to book it back up here to make sure we could get up here.
Good morning, Kevin. Patricia says, when will you be getting 3X Classic Ranch teas back in? It's a great question. We are not ordering more classic tees right now because we are doing the pre-sale for the Shoot Dang It shirts. So it'll probably be Shoot Dang It's come in. We'll do those once we sell through a decent amount of those and have, just being transparent, money to restock the classic tees, then we will. We're not an apparel company, so we ain't got the budget just to, you know, keep all them shirts on deck, which we sure do appreciate y'all buying, all right?
Yeah.
So, thank you very much.
We sure do appreciate
I hope it
y'all buying.
I hope it doesn't offend any of y'all whenever I just go into a little bit of...
It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. And it makes her laugh, so honestly, I don't care if it offends you because she's more important. And if she's laughing, then I'm having fun, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. For real. You know I wouldn't do it on purpose unless it was Lynn or Dee, so. Lynn, please tell me it bothers you, because I'll do it all day long. You know, we'll just talk like this the whole time.
Shoot dang it.
Shoot dang it. Okay. Jermaine, are y'all going to buy any attachments for the tractor this year? Jermaine, that's a great question. We are looking at getting an old brush hog.
Yes, we are.
All right, because we need to do some cutting around here. Um,
Man, it's gonna be crazy to see.
yeah, and I was really considering some things because you guys know our lawnmower is broken right now, and I'm like, well, shoot, I could either invest and buy a lawnmower, or if I invest and buy a brush hog, I could just cut the front yard with a brush hog.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That's why she's over here like, can we buy a lawnmower? Can we buy this? And I'm like, look, I don't know if you know or not, but if you walked out on them trees out there, there ain't dollar bills growing on them. Okay, so we gotta be aware of where we're spending money.
I could have sworn I've seen a few.
So she's like, can we get a lawnmower? And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna invest this money, and if we got a brush hog, we could use it on a couple different places. So potentially.
Okay, that's fair. Hey, it's the egg cup. Yep, I got my egg cup this morning. Jay made sure. I've been letting him use it for tea at night. And he's like, I made sure I didn't use your egg cup so you can have it for the live tomorrow morning. I was like, aw.
Shoot dang it. Yeah, do I read books? That's where I've learned everything that I know about this farm right here.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes he don't talk like it, but he does indeed read.
I consume a lot of information. I love learning.
Yeah.
I love learning to the fact that it'll drive her crazy.
I've accepted it at this point. I like it.
Like, we try to have a routine where we will, relax and like watch a movie here and there together, just to not do anything, but just to be with each other. And sometimes I literally cannot turn my brain off where I'm like,
I know.
I really need to learn this. I gotta read this. I'm learning something right now. I can't stop.
This is how I know that's happening. Because normally we'll just lay down and he'll just pick something on the TV. But if he's in that mood, we'll lay down. He'll take forever to turn the TV on, which is fine with me. I'm not like huge
because I'm still thinking in my brain.
But he's like, he has the remote in his hand pointed at the TV. Then he finally turns it on. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we are watching something. Okay. And then he takes forever to start even flipping through the shows.
Well, I'm trying.
He's like, you want to just watch something on YouTube? Which means learn something. I'm like, sure, we can do that. Is your brain going too fast? Yeah, I can't watch this.
Well, that time in between that is where I'm trying to battle myself and be like, hey, it's okay. We can do this tomorrow. Spend time with your wife. Okay, just relax. And my brain just keeps going back to it. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah. And especially if it's like a series that we're actually in the middle of, then he would want to pay attention to that. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yep, some people say we have bad luck with tires. We do. I'm going to set up an account so that way we just have money on the side for that. Scott brings up a great point. He said, Charlotte, have you ever considered doing a cookbook?
That's funny you ask. We were just talking about that the other day.
This week.
Yeah.
I was like, we should do a cookbook.
Yeah, we do want to do that.
Tara said, I ordered my Shoot Dang It t-shirt. We appreciate you, Tara, and everybody else who has ordered a pre-order. We are going to be getting those ordered here really soon.
Yes, we are.
Probably early next week.
Yeah.
Depending on how many more of y'all grab one of them shirts. That's not me asking you to buy one. I'm just saying, like, we're really close to hitting the number that we need to be able to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you missed the pre-sale, why we're doing a pre-sale is because y'all are helping us fund us being able to buy the t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Denise said, have you ever thought about doing a magnet drag? Attach magnets to a vehicle to pick up metal as you drive. What kind of magnet is that?
Yeah, because
that's got to be a strong magnet.
Yeah. Obviously when we were out there with the farmmobile, we got a flat because of the brush and stuff out there, but we've seen a lot of nails and screws in our driveway. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's how the truck and Tesla got one. I mean, we try to pick them up every time we see them, but when they remodeled this house, they did like a huge burn pile. Well, it wasn't a burn pile, but a trash pile right outside the house. And I'm wondering if some of those nails and screws just rolled down to the driveway.
Oh, I was looking over here and I thought you were still pointing on top of my head. And I was like, what are you? You're not even talking no more. What are you doing? So I was reading through the comments. You know, Lynn and Dee are having a meeting in the corner because I guess I was picking on them.
Oh.
So.
Well, you can't be in the same corner because then you're just going to be over there scheming.
That's what they were talking about.
Oh.
They wanted to have a meeting.
Oh.
Diane said, what's the difference
That's funny.
in the different breeds of cows used for beef? Do you know what you prefer? Like, is their meat like Longhorns? It's a great question. And with this being our first go around in it, we don't know what we prefer because we haven't done it yet.
Yep.
We get our first one back here soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as piney woods go, we won't be able to experience that for another 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a ways of doing that, unless I have considered and looked around for a couple steers.
That's true. Yeah.
So it might be closer to a year, and those would be piney wood steers. They would come from the same farm that we got Specs and everybody from. So
Big Creek Farms.
I don't know. I've heard it's great. And I've actually heard Dexter meat is some of the best meat that you can get, period. So I'm excited that we are doing a Dexter Pineywood cross.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's see. Cher said, find someone who will sponsor you both with a brush hog. Cher, hey, I would love it. Y'all said, I think if we were looking for a sponsorship, we would go for a shoot first. That's why we made the Shoot Dang It t-shirt to help support and fund our shoot, because we need to get a shoot because we got bulls to band. We got ears to tag.
Right here.
We got cattle to work.
You want an ear tag?
Look at this.
I think that'd be kind of cute. You have a little ear tag on your crooked ears.
You want an earring, dude? Look at those teethers.
He got some nice teeth. He has the best looking teeth out of everybody.
Yeah, he does.
But he's also the youngest, though.
Well, no, it's because he chews on everything.
Yeah, true. So he cleans them up. He's like, wait a second.
Okay. That's enough. Oh, sorry, wrong way. All right. Got distracted.
He loves playing with their noses.
Can't help it. Tara said, yes, Lynn, I'm making my second 16-ounce cup. Oh, everybody's drinking coffee. Hey, I want y'all to know I have been drinking coffee.
Yes, he has.
So
Can you believe it?
I've cut back on energy drinks. I know I got one right now, but that's because it's later in the morning. So I normally start with coffee now, and then I move to an energy drink. So I've actually been enjoying it, and what I enjoy is...
Activate cellular. You're offline. Uh-oh.
Are we still going?
Are we still going?
Are
It
we
looks
still
like
here?
We are. We got like a weird notification.
Hello? Chat? Oh yeah, they see us. All right.
Weird. That was weird.
That's weird. We just got a notification that says switch to Wi-Fi. We can't go cellular or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, been drinking coffee. I don't like hot drinks. So Charlotte went out of her way. Works really hard to make me a cold
It's
brew
not
in the
that-
morning. It's not that hard.
No, it's really hard.
Okay. I was gonna say, you told me it was very challenging and difficult.
Yes,
Although
it
I
is.
open up the refrigerator and I see a jar of cold brew.
Actually, yeah, I always difficult to make because, I mean, when Starbucks or something runs out, they're done for the day. So in my head, that meant that it was really hard to make or something. No, it's not that. Just you have to let it sit. So we have a little jar. It's not little actually. It's a big jar in the fridge with a little spout. You can just put it in the fridge, put the grounds in there, and then you got cold brew ready for the morning. It's perfect because, like he was saying, he does not like hot stuff, but because he runs hot. So then when you add something hot on the inside, then it's just not good for him. But I'm always cold when I first wake up, so I'm like, ooh yeah. I love it warm.
All right. Well, I'm guessing Liana's had sent us something because she said, "Well, shoot, dang it, I am dying for you y'all to get your gift." All right. We'll go today. Promise you.
Yeah, we will.
Sure. So Charlotte, if you do a cookbook, make sure Jay narrates it.
That would be hilarious. We have to do that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Kathleen, there are huge magnets where treasure hunters use them in lakes and ponds. Guys, I don't know what you think we are made of, but again, our trees have leaves on them, but they do not have dollar bills. So that sort of magnet, I'm not really looking to invest in. Denise said, checking out today because I got to get stuff done. Have a great day. Thanks,
for
Denise.
joining.
We appreciate you hanging out. Dee said, I said shoot dang it on Chad's channel when he was talking about getting a longhorn shoot. I couldn't resist.
That's hilarious.
That's what I'm talking about, Dee. Leon said, hooked on phonics, Jay. Haha. Is that me reading books? Jay, yep, you're right. Go for the shoot. Call AeroQuip. They set Chad up with DOS Farms. All right, see, that wasn't my English. I was reading.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all said that you was gonna man the manpower on hitting up AeroQuip, so I was, kind of putting that in your all's land. I don't know if our channel's big enough for us to go to AeroQuip and say, hey, we should work together.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if enough of y'all told them about us, they'd probably help us out. Everybody said we're still here. My boys said my granddaughter and I get mean if we don't have coffee.
My daughter.
Oh, my daughter, sorry.
We froze on our end. I don't know if we're frozen here. Dang, autocorrect.
It's all right. I was the one reading it. Oh, man.
You might have frozen.
Did we freeze?
Yeah, or it's just our Wi-Fi over there.
Probably our Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we're good.
Okay. Good morning, Carrie. Carrie's on now.
Good morning, Carrie. Thank you for checking in on us yesterday during the weather. These boys are just being sleepy.
Yes, they are. I'm gonna need to make another cup of coffee.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be able to do that.
Why not?
Because you got a sleepy boy on top of you.
I know.
That's all right. But,
We have to behave, kids.
yeah, Carrie's got my back, so y'all better watch out.
Yeah.
She'll get after you. Kathleen said those magnets average $65 to $130. You could find some artifacts on your land and sell them and prosper.
I was expecting way more than that.
Yeah, I was thinking a couple $1,000s when you were talking about magnets that big.
Yeah, me too.
Lynn said, do you have a tornado shelter? No, it is something that I also want to buy. We got a lot of things that we want to buy here
I know.
and invest in. I mean, shoot, guys, we still got to build the barn so we can get some hay storage in for next year, for this winter. We got to get that built so we can start collecting hay. There's just a lot of stuff that we need to get done. And I don't want you all to hear us complaining about what we need to buy.
Yeah.
So, Carol said, Charlotte, do you have your own hair braid or does Jay do it?
Jay does it.
I do not do it. She braids her own hair. And yes, Carol, she has cut her hair, and I'll wait for her to get back. She's going to feed Tucky right now to tell that story because it's a funny story. Oh, Scott, shoot, I should have read your comment before she got up. Yeah, I am in need of some cinnamon rolls. It's been a little while. And you know, I've just been working out, so I feel like we've earned them. Carrie said that stuff was heading to you. I was nervous. Well, we actually there was a tornado. I think it's called Desark, which is like 45 minutes southwest of us, and it was heading kind of this area. I was a little nervous about that, but we didn't seem to get too much of bad weather. There was some tornadoes up north, though. Missouri is setting some serious records for a tornado. Well, I guess I shouldn't say records, but because I don't know if that's factual or not. There's been a lot of them.
There has been a lot recently.
I have a comment that we got to go back to, but I'm going to try and get caught up on this really quick. Sherry says, I live in Nebraska, grew up in Northern California. I have an accent too. That's what I'm talking about. Jay, talk to Chad. He might be able to point you in the right direction for a sponsor. Yeah, I've talked to Chad. I still believe that we need to grow our channel a little more and get to a point where we have a solid group of individuals that, you know, if we were like, hey, we want to work with AeroQuip, y'all went and said, hey, you should work with Algiere Ranch. Because the channel and the quote-unquote influence is all about showing them how much of an impact you can make, right? So if 5 people go say, hey, you should work with Algiere Ranch, or if 100 people go and say it, they're like, okay, this channel has 100 people that said we should work with them. Maybe we should look into them.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep growing. It's all right. And if it's in God's plan, it'll happen.
Yeah.
D said, you guys do need a tornado shelter. I know. I'm working on it. Mm-hmm. Okay. I got to make more money. I have the same problem, Jay. Money doesn't grow on trees. It sure would be nice if it did.
That'd be great.
Nah, I don't think I'd like that. I prefer to earn it.
Yeah.
Everything takes time. Still think you need a calendar with the Pity Bros on it and cows and calves. Hey, I love y'all and all the ideas that you guys create.
I know.
We've been getting so many t-shirt comments from you guys about like different t-shirts we should do. And again, we do not want to make 100 different types of t-shirts just to sell and ask you guys to buy them all the time. So maybe plus we don't have the financials to just go buy all these t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's expensive to buy a round of t-shirts. I don't know how other people do it, but we're trying to get quality t-shirts, so we are buying them, not just doing print demand. So they will come here, we house them. I don't know if you guys know or not, but like we pack every single order. If you've gotten an order, you might see that there's something special in every order. So because we truly care, if you guys are going to support us and buy from us, we want to take as much care of you as we can and show you that we appreciate you. Let's see.
Not to mention we don't have much storage, so if we had 17 different t-shirts. We don't have anywhere to put them.
And we'd have to buy more storage.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kevin said, me and the wife, Diane, sent a message to Aeroquip, so there's 2 so far. We appreciate you, Kevin. That's awesome. That's really cool to hear. Denise said, better late. Better late. Good morning, everyone.
Better late than never.
Better late than never? We got you, Denise. No worry. Got your back. Carrie said Missouri was bad yesterday. Kentucky get hit real bad, too. Jermaine.
Wanda's at work.
Hey, Wanda.
We won't tell.
Wanda, did that video get posted, or is that getting posted today?
Today.
Wanda, you better watch the workout video.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because it's a workout video. I'm saying because just watch it, okay?
Yeah.
Promise. You want to watch it. You know what? Just go grab it really quick. Guys, we got to show you something really quick. It's in today's video on ARC. We're posting our next video, our workout video, which was what day? Day 6? Day 5. Can't remember these things anymore. But check this out since Wanda's here. Look at this thing.
How cool is that? It might be backwards for you.
Well, I can't hold it any other way.
No.
Because if I hold it backwards, it would be like this. So.
How cool
is that? That's pretty neat, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. We were so excited when we got that.
So we're going to get this hung up. We're going to sturdy it up, all right? Yeah. We're just moving some things around with the shed.
Yeah.
And getting things out of here. So figuring out where we're going to place it. You guys know we got this giant wall that is blank. So we're just getting some things figured out, but we are super excited about that.
So excited.
So it's pretty darn cool. Man, Apollo, you are shedding McGee right now. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see.
Look at Zeus looking at it. That's funny. I'm in there.
Oh. He's like, that's not even that cool. I'm way cooler. Look at me.
Yeah, we've been looking at you this whole time.
Yeah. Trish said, one step at a time. God will bless you. Your vision is awesome. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. My comments are jumping around.
Oh, Fiona.
D said, I have an accent according to people around here. I wasn't born and raised here, just transplant here. Carrie told Wanda, don't get caught. Yes, Apollo is the one that plays with the ball. His red ball, he loves it. Goes crazy.
Loves it. Absolutely loves it.
Kevin said, we are working on way more than 100 for you two. Kevin, you are awesome. I appreciate you. I think between you and Carrie, you guys are leading the team as far as organizing everybody to reach out to Aeroquip. I will probably be a little kid in a candy store if Aeroquip reaches out and says, hey, we've had a few people reach out and say we should work with you.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Y'all will make me feel extremely special.
Yeah.
Because I'm already grateful for you guys, but that would be pretty darn cool.
Yeah, it would. Leona. Is that right? You're saying that right?
I was saying Leona.
Oh, gotcha.
Leona.
Gotcha.
Leona. All right.
Got it.
Sorry. Hey, I ain't got to yell at me, okay? I'm sensitive. Jeez. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you guys know he's so sensitive.
Oh my gosh. So we did the Facebook thing, right? Like, I don't know if you guys saw or not. We're doing a giveaway. Okay. If you didn't see that, you should go back watch the last video.
204. Episode number 204 has all the details if you haven't seen it.
And we did episode numbers on our
how do you guys feel about that? Do you like that?
Our videos. I feel a little podcastery being like episode 204. But anyway, it reminded me about Facebook. So, we're trying to grow our brand and our channel and things of this nature. And she's posted a video on there about us. You remember the yearling joke that we made because we've been here at the property for a year, and I jokingly said we're experts now.
We're yearlings.
Oh my gosh, there are people because it got like I don't know what 100,000 views or something maybe or.
That one?
Yeah.
It only got like 10,000.
Oh, we've had other reels do anyway. We had people come on there and be like, I know people that have been doing this for hundreds of years and they don't feel like experts.
Yeah.
Like multiple
You're so
people.
far from experts. I was like, all I said back was, that is the joke.
Yeah. I was like, goodness gracious, people. Like,
yeah.
That's one thing about the agriculture industry that I don't understand is that
Same.
It is so like we want more people to get involved and you want the youth to get involved, but then you shun anybody new coming into it.
Yes.
Like if there's one thing that I'm going to accomplish, when I say I'm going to accomplish, we're doing it together, but I will be the spearhead of it.
Yeah.
I will make those people feel extremely dumb.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, you do realize that you are almost finished with your career of agriculture and you think that it's intelligent to down talk or disrespect or, disencourage
right.
new people coming into agriculture. Seems like a brilliant plan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, goodness gracious, get over yourself. It's a joke. We're trying to bring fun and light to agriculture since you made it seem miserable for the last 60 years. So
yeah.
how about we change things up around here?
Yeah.
Goodness.
For real.
Gets me fired up.
It does. It does.
Because I just
because
can't stand
a
it.
huge thing for us is inspiring the younger generation and other people like our age, older, whoever.
It doesn't matter. Anybody
start.
that had never been involved with agriculture to take the leap of faith
Yeah.
and get started.
Yeah. And that's like, we've talked about it before. It's scary. There's a lot of unknowns. And then when you have people who have been doing it their whole years that are just trashing on you for even wanting to try, it's like, why would anybody ever do it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're trying to fix.
Yeah. And we've already done that in the fitness industry. Like the company that we worked for, that's what we changed. So the fitness industry used to be like, oh, look at me. I'm the best. I'm the most shredded. And we created a community where it invited anybody to be a part of fitness. Well, that's what we're going to do with agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to change that.
We're going to change that.
And I will personally address anybody that talks to people that way. Because it's just like, I will make you understand how much of a butthead you're being. Because it just shouldn't be that way.
No, it shouldn't.
Sorry for the little rant. But,
Zeus is like, Mom, Dad's ranting again.
I know. No. Lynn put herself in the corner again. She said, sell foot pictures.
To make more money.
Everybody's saying hi, hello. D said, yeah, Facebook, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, also, this is just one giveaway that we're doing. We'll do more giveaways that don't involve Facebook, too, so you guys can stay tuned if you don't have a Facebook. But we're trying to do one, like, once a month.
We are. Diane, yes, I know haters are going to be haters. It doesn't necessarily affect me. I think of other people. And the reason why I address it is because, like, I know it's not going to bother me. Like, I could care less. Like, cool. You complain about going out and taking care of your cows every single day. You think that's awful. Well, then why you do it, change it, whatever. It's not going to affect me. I'm going to build what we want to build, and that's just it. What I don't want to happen is the fact of that we are losing farmers and ranchers every year, and the average age is only going up. It is not going down, which means that we are not bringing in new people into the agriculture, which really puts America in a bad place, and really the world in a bad place come 30, 40, 50 years from now, which is, now we're talking about our kids, our grandkids, God willing, and that's the vision that I have. So the reason why I would want to address them is because it's like, hey, don't be so nearsighted that your pride gets in the way of stopping other individuals from taking the chance and the courage to get involved in this. Because the only reason you would make a comment like that is because you want to make yourself feel better.
Mm-hmm.
And I am here to have that conversation with you. And I don't care how I don't care how uncomfortable it gets. Because it does not affect me.
He can have some uncomfortable conversations very comfortably.
So
it's uncomfortable for the other person, but not him.
No,
I've seen it happen a lot.
I actually love it because I know my intent and why I'm having the conversation. And it's not to make that person feel bad. It's to make them understand what they're doing is bad. Mm-hmm. I don't think any individual is bad by intent, but it is the action that they take.
And that goes for even like small things. Like when we were at Walmart one time and somebody was saying something that was like, oh, I could never do that. Or something like that. I don't know. It was kind of a while ago. And he said something that was like, you can't or you won't. And to somebody who has no idea who he is, they'd probably be like... But it's just little comments like that that make you think about what you're saying, you know? So, somebody was talking about... Jenny and Carrie were talking about Charlotte's hair.
Yes, I gotta go back and tell a story on that. Shara said, I'm 70 and my husband is 55. We are thinking about getting a couple acres and have chickens and a couple of boats. So you don't just inspire young people. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Oops,
I love
not
that.
Boats, it's goats.
Goats. Yeah, I was saying boats is cool too. Maybe you're doing a little fishing or something. So that's awesome. And that's why I say, you know, like, when we first started out, we thought it was just the younger generation, but then the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, this could be anybody. Like, you could be 40, 50, 60 years old, and this could be a dream that you always had, but you just didn't know how to. Maybe you were afraid. Maybe you came into a situation where you thought about it, and you brought it up to somebody, and they're like, why would you do that? Somebody negatively put doubt into your head, like, I believe that we are capable of sharing a message that inspires a lot of people, just to take action on whatever scale it is. So I love that. I hope you do it. It's the best.
It is. It really is.
D said, it irritates me that people need to start... It irritates me that people need to start somewhere. Age shouldn't matter. It's heart and soul. That's right. People don't understand my relationship with my 3 kids, but I didn't want to raise them like I was raised. Now my son-in-law is the same way. That's right. Patricia says, I totally agree with you, Jay. Build people up and encourage one another. That's how it should be. If the world was like that, it'd be a much better place. If we had higher standards and a more positive outlook on life, really just those 2 things, standards would really fix a lot of things. Like you talk about like crime, all of that. If we had a culture that just implemented standards, it'd be fixed. Now, some people don't...
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, some people don't want to have that conversation because it's a touchy topic.
Right.
But it's the truth. You can not like it and it still be the truth. Like, guess what? If I got in trouble and I got a butt whooping, I wouldn't like the butt whooping, but I deserved it. It was the truth. I earned it. So, anyway, we won't go there.
Don't worry, he's not getting any butt whoopings over here.
Tess, amen. Ranchers and farmers are being attacked as it is in America. We need more people being in it, not chase people away at all. Our food supply desperately needs more and more. Take a stand.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's it. You summed it up. Like,
yeah.
I see that part of our brand growing significantly because that is just a big... I mean, we've talked about this all the time. Like, there was 3 years ago and she wanted to do something. I'm like, okay, what's the purpose of it? Like, I need to know the purpose of what we're doing, or else I can't get involved in it. Like, I'm very purpose driven.
You know what's funny is that was about YouTube.
Was it?
Yep. And I was like, oh, I think there's a lot that we could do with it, but I was not like articulating it well, and I was not thinking deeper into what we could actually get out of YouTube. So he was like, I don't know. I don't want to put all that effort into it and it not have
A purpose.
good purpose. I was like, and then finally we talked about it more and more, and he was like, okay, this is actually a good idea. It's like, yes.
There's way more details to that story.
Yes, there is, but we don't need to go into it.
But purpose is extremely important to me. Like, I will not dedicate any time to anything unless it has purpose.
Right.
And that's where my stance against YouTube was so strong. I was like, no. I was like, I have so many things I'm working on that are purpose driven. I'm not gonna do just passion thing.
Yeah.
Like, not for me. Purpose, yes. So when you can combine passion and purpose, then it's great.
Which is what we're at now with this.
Yep.
Mommy's right there.
Leona, right?
Yeah,
is that right?
Leona.
Yeah, Leona. She had to run. Roofers are here.
Okay. Thanks for joining us while you could.
Tara said, generations now don't value hard work. Well, I am going to probably convert that a little bit. I think they are misguided in the purpose of life. Because I wouldn't value hard work if I didn't understand the purpose either. So, see, it's kind of like a chicken or the egg. You do have to be able to work hard, but I think people are willing to work a lot harder when they have a solid purpose and are taught better.
100%.
So,
I mean, that would even go for, like, I can speak on that because I've actually always enjoyed the idea of hard work, but it was more so for, like, just the fact of saying that I work hard. So I wasn't actually working all that hard until we actually had a purpose behind what we're doing. Now I'm working way harder than I ever have. Somebody stinks.
yeah, they do. Lynn said it's the little independent farms that's going to keep us fed. If we rely on corporate farms, they're going to go under and we starve. 100%. Scoomy. D said, amen, Tess. I can eat a carnivore diet, and I see every day that the way they tried to steer people away from beef and more towards processed foods. Bonnie said, wow, great way to put it, Jay.
Yeah.
Tara said, yes, I agree. It's how they are taught. It just seems rare to me. I made sure to teach my kids work ethic. Yeah, you know, I think it comes again with the standards, right? Like, and we don't have kids yet, but it is going to be important to me. Like, the reason that I am so standard driven, you know, and set like rules with the dogs, because standards are meant to be met, rules are meant to be followed. So do you want your kids to just follow rules, or do you want them to meet standards that are set? And that goes to the civilization and society. Like, we have a bunch of rules that are meant to be followed. We don't have people that are wanting to achieve standards. So set the standard. You are the standard, and that is the standard that everybody should, you know, want to follow and reach. Along with that, like, if the standard is hard work, then everybody wants to work hard. But again, I think it starts with a purpose. You got to have the purpose first. Kevin said, no farms, no foods. Me and my wife are looking into some land, and I'm 60 this year, and she is just a little older, and we want to grow our
That's
own.
awesome.
I have grown up in a dairy farm. I know how hard it is. Kevin, that's awesome. I hope you guys take action on doing it. I'm sure it's a big leap,
Yeah.
probably a little scary, but you grew up with it, so you know it. Just take action, we'll figure it out. Elizabeth said, I'm going to Oklahoma in late September, long road trip from Florida. I love if there would be a meetup, maybe even with the Doss fam as well. Oh, we're not in Oklahoma, we're in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
But if you decide to stop through Missouri, maybe that's a possibility.
Yeah. We should do a meetup eventually. We do want to. We just need to figure out where we would do it.
Purpose driven. I think we need to set a goal for ourselves. Like once we hit X size of channel, then we'll do our first meetup.
That'd be cool.
Because then that sets again, purpose driven, goal driven.
Mm-hmm.
When you have goals, you can reverse engineer it. You can create a timeline. It just helps me with my brain.
Yeah.
Patricia said, purpose-driven life is an awesome study book. Spiritual-driven. Jay just brought that to my mind saying that. It's weird. I've never read that book, but a lot of people say, oh, I read that in a book. And I'm like, well, I haven't read that book, but it sounds like a great book.
Yeah. He's read a lot of personal development books and applied a lot from specific books, but it's not like, and this is me assuming, so you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it's not like he's like, oh, from this book I learned this, but you have applied it for so long that now it's just part of your life and your beliefs.
Yeah, I don't even know where I would recite some things that I've learned to books.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't say something been like, oh, I learned this in that book, but I can tell you the concepts, like accepting responsibility. I can tell you the biggest book that helped me with that is Extreme Ownership, which I personally think is one of the best books ever. Mm-hmm. Like when we first started dating, I was like, hey, have you read this? She's like, no. And I was like,
I did it. Yes, I have.
Read. Well, you had read it, but I don't think you had like read it.
Yeah.
Because like, it's just such a book to me that like I think I read that book like once a year. Because it's such a like powerful book. It gives you so much freedom. There's nothing bad about it. Like it's just understanding that you are 50% of all the problems in your life. Period. Like you can say no, but it doesn't mean it's right. Like you are, I promise. And that book just teaches you that. It teaches you how to solve all those problems, and it's just great. So like, again, like I think a lot of people read books, but they don't apply them. Mm-hmm. And that's where like, when I talk to somebody, I know if they apply the book or not. Because they might be able to recite it, but I can tell by their actions and their thought process. I'm like, yeah, no.
Who wrote that book, Jay? Jocko.
Yeah, Jocko Willink. Sorry, guys, trying to get caught up.
Yep.
Tara said, my youngest son, Colton's vision is to own land, grow his own meat. He wants buffalo. I hope he can get there. Tara, I love that. I actually originally started off wanting bison until I realized how much it just went into the infrastructure. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that we won't have buffalo one day. We just started with cows to get our feet wet. And we'll probably always have cows that... But anyway, not to talk about that, talk about your comment. He can get there.
Yep.
Just continue to pour belief in him, and then show him what it takes. Like, why can't he?
Right.
I grew up in a trailer and I dropped out of college, and we're here. So,
Yep.
you can do whatever you want.
And it's not because I have a degree that we're here.
I mean, it definitely helps.
What else?
I'm just trying to read through. A lot of people were saying Purpose Driven is a Bible study book. No, because I drink black. They're talking about coffee.
Oh, gotcha.
Who wrote that book? Oh, you already did that. Jay, how many subscribers do you have? On this channel, we're at like 10,000.
We're on the.
We're at like 10,800.
By this channel, he meant the ranch channel, not this channel.
So on the ranch channel, the main channel, we're at
Yeah.
like 10,800. On the Homestead channel, we're at like 6,700. And then on ARC, we're at like 1,200. So, my goal for this year is to get it like to 20,000 on the ranch channel. That'd be the goal. It's probably a decent stretch.
Yeah, it is.
Considering we're middle May, but that's just what I do.
Set big goals.
Set big goals. Hey, I set our goal for 10,000 in year 1.
Yeah, and we got that.
We got it. Which everybody thought was crazy.
Yep.
Everybody thought was crazy. And we made it.
Yeah.
Thanks to you guys. Like, I'm not saying, but like that is that is part of setting the goal.
D said,
Figure
hey,
it out.
I say 40K. Thanks, D.
D, I love that. I would,
Yeah.
we would be blown away if we got to 40K.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it depends upon you guys helping us get there. So,
Yep.
I could say we want this to happen, and we can make the videos, but it's up to you guys if we get there, because you guys is watching the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos,
Sharing the videos.
sharing the videos. Like, that is what will get us there. So, we appreciate you guys. Tara said he went to Navy boot camp and got stress fractures in both knees. Didn't heal, sent him back. They got worse. He went back to work, but still suffers with severe pain. I pray they get better soon. Holy smokes.
Man.
Well, I hope he is doing well.
Mm-hmm.
D said, I have some imaginary friends. What are you talking about?
To get us to 40K.
Oh, gotcha. Tara said, I watched that channel too. Well, we appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about our other 2 channels.
No, I think she's talking about the bison one. But we still appreciate you.
Oh, the Ponderosa. Gotcha. I missed that one. Sorry, Shares. Well, I think I missed a couple one.
People are saying going back to the hair.
Wow, I missed a bunch of comments. Sorry.
We didn't miss that many.
Kevin said, no, sorry. Needed. We family now? Oh, gotcha.
You didn't miss
Back to
many.
the hair, Jay. I'm probably not growing my hair out. It's too hot.
I think you meant to the hair story.
Oh. Shoot, I'm all over the place this morning.
Yeah, you are. Before we do that, though, I gotta go to the bathroom. Excuse me, Zeus.
I'll take a refill on this when you're on your way back. Uh-oh, Carrie and Dee think they got the same imaginary friends. That could be an issue. That could be an issue. Oh, man. Rachel from Australia is here. Well, howdy they. Look at this big old dog. Are you kidding me? He's huge. ZT! Hey, 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 hey. No. You don't need to put that on me. Sucker boy. I know your mom lets you do that, but not me. Anybody in here? Hello? Hi. Do you guys pick on your dogs?
Which one would you like?
Whichever one you want. I think we could go a little lightning. Grease lightning.
Grease. You don't need a grease.
You know, now we're rocking the First Form Energy Texas Lightning. Oh yeah, I was messing with them.
Yeah, we pick on them and spoil them quite a bit. Don't you worry.
Hey, Karen said I reached out to AeroQuip and asked them to consider sponsoring you.
Oh my gosh, you guys are
Thanks,
awesome.
Karen. That's awesome. You guys are great. We appreciate you. Carol said, Jay, why are the dogs not involved with the cows? It's a good question. It's not that they're not involved with the cows. It's we have donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
And donkeys are donkeys protect the cows from dog-like animals.
Right.
Which means they don't like dogs. So I don't want to put the donkeys or our dogs in danger in that situation.
The dogs are city dogs.
And yes, they are city dogs. Okay.
That's funny.
So they really have no need to go down there. And it's also to avoid any. It's my job to take care of these animals. It's my responsibility to make sure that they're okay. And I do not want to put them in an environment that increases the likelihood of something bad to happen.
And that's even if like they get comfortable with these dogs and then they're like, oh, dogs aren't bad.
Yeah. So. And look at them.
Do you think this dog right here could work in the field all day?
Do they really look like working dogs to you? Are you kidding me? Paul was like, yeah, I ain't no working dog. I'm a couch sweeping dog.
Yeah. This is what they do all day.
These suckers ain't good for nothing.
I gotta force them to go outside. I'm just kidding. If I say that again, Zeus will get excited. He loves it outside. They all do. I'll work outside sometimes, and they're all just like sprawled out on the ground, just soaking up the sun.
Oh, tie. Oh.
No pause.
Haha.
No pause.
Getting them all excited. All
I
right.
know.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Downshift.
So they're not really the working breed.
Karen.
What?
I just read her last comment.
Gotcha. They are big lap dogs. Jerry, you wouldn't be surprised. I come home about every other day and I ask them what they got done and nothing. So I tell them that they're probably going to get kicked out of the house. I do. I tell them all the time.
They got a big long list of nothing done.
I'm like, oh, cool. So
This is what they do.
You got fed. You slept. You slept some more. You went outside and played. Then you slept. Then you ate some more. That's all you did? Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a good thing they're cute.
his eyeball getting like peeled off.
I know. Close your eye. It
Close
looks
your
scary.
eyes. They don't do nothing.
Oh, is it so tough? Oh. Hey.
Shot of nitrous right to the nose. Yeah, and then Charlotte, you know, as I'm telling them that, Charlotte's like, "Oh, don't say that to them." I'm like, "Yeah, they need to hear it. They don't do nothing." "Oh, they're so sweet." And I'm like, "They need to work. They need to earn their keep." She's like, "Oh, poor babies."
Yeah, poor babies.
She talks a big game while she's on here, but then as soon as that, that's every time.
Oh, Susie. Oh.
Yeah, and then he does that.
He soaks it
He's
in.
like, "Yeah, Mom, please don't let Dad say that." Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
Lynn, that's the only reason why they're still here.
Yeah.
I ask a report from Titan. I'm like, "All right, Tai, how crazy was Mom today?" And then Titan tells me everything that
He
she
looks
did.
at him like, she was crazy. You left me with her.
Tammy said, "Good morning from South Louisiana." Good morning.
Good morning. I can hear it happening, yeah.
Virginia said, Lynn is working in the garden. She just keeps forgetting to record it. But I am sure Algiere Homestead will be full of them soon.
Okay, so here's my garden thing. I don't even have everything out there that I need to get out there. And I was
Y'all
going
get
to
on her.
Friday. I was going to go out there Friday morning.
That's yesterday.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yesterday morning, record and everything, but then we were gonna have storms, so then it would have messed it all up.
I will 100% back her up on this. She was getting everything ready.
Yeah.
Was gonna do it, and I was like, "Hey, are you planning on doing garden?" She's like, "Uh-huh. And I'm like, "You might not want to. It's probably gonna rain really hard, and it might mess everything up." And she's like, "Oh." So she was gonna do it.
Yeah. And I am gonna do it. I am, and
But
I'm
I
gonna
saved her.
record it. But I had to get my cucumbers and my tomatoes out there ASAP because they were going to, they were getting too big for the cups in here too. So had to get, and the cucumbers were starting to grow the little things where they hold on to the vine. I don't know what they're called. But I was like, they don't have anything to hold on to in here, so I had to get them out there so they could start growing up the trellis. And those are the two things, if nothing else works and the tomatoes and cucumbers do, I'll be satisfied with my whole entire garden. Because those are the two things. I love cucumbers. I could eat a cucumber every single day and not get sick of it, and I do, basically. And we go through some tomatoes too.
Hey, what time does the post office close?
11.
Okay, so we still got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
All right, we got to tell this hair story because I've been pushing it off, and
Okay.
if I don't, people are going to get upset with me. So, look, so they asked if you braid your hair.
Yes.
Okay, and then they asked if you ever cut it.
Have I ever cut my hair?
And I said, "Has she ever cut her hair?" I gotta wait to tell the story because it's a funny story, so I'll wait for Charlotte. And then you immediately laughed.
Oh, yeah. Have I ever cut my hair? Yes, I have indeed cut my hair. And this was before we were dating, but I had a crush on Jay. And right when I cut my hair...
Preface this, we were not in even a talking situation because I was very standard. I was not willing to talk to anybody I worked with. I never had. We could be friends, but...
We're not dating.
No.
But, I'm over here
and I'm very straightforward. You guys know this. So
yeah.
Preface, now continue.
So, I cut my. It was really long. It wasn't as long as it is right now, but it was like probably.
It was close
here.
to the length that it is now.
I think this is the longest I've ever had it. And I cut it all the way up to here. And right when I did, I hated it on me. It just did not look like how it was supposed to. When I got it cut, the girl who cut it did my layers all types of crazy. And so then I had to go get it fixed by somebody else, and she cut it even shorter. So I had it up in a bun for like the first week that I got it cut because I just was not happy with it. And we worked out together or separately.
It was
even.
at lunch.
Was it at lunch?
Yeah, I know exactly where we were. We're at the tall table.
Okay. And I was like, so I cut my hair. It's shorter than yours now. And I already hated it. So like a nice little, oh, you did? Would have like made me feel a lot better. No. Instead he goes, why would you do that? And I was like, oh no, I totally messed up. I was like, I already knew I messed up, but that just validated that I am never cutting my hair again, ever. So, for the next like month, I wore it up in a bun, and finally I wore it down. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to embrace it while I have it, and just know that I'm never, ever, ever cutting my hair short again. Why would you do that? I was like, oh. So that's the story of when I cut my hair for the last time in my life.
That's not true. She's gotten trims since then.
Well, yeah. Trims and cutting my hair are two very different.
I mean, you can do whatever you'd want. If you ask my opinion, I will always tell the truth.
Yeah.
And that's where people get, upset. I'm not going to say something like, I'm not going to say I like something if I don't like it.
Yeah.
Just don't ask for my opinion.
Careful what you ask for, because he'll tell you. Which is good.
Which is what you ask for.
Right, yeah. So sometimes I'm like,
And a lot of people get frustrated with me. They'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? And I know that they're not stable enough to take my actual response. So I'll be like, what do you think about it? And they'll answer the question. And I'll be like, okay, well then, and especially if it's something personal, like an outfit or their hairstyle or anything like that. I'm like, it doesn't matter what I think. It matters if you like it.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I will tell you I don't like it, but it doesn't matter if I like it. So, like, that's the thing about me, too. Like, I will tell you if my opinion, but the real truth is my opinion doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter to you.
Yeah.
The only opinion that should matter to you is yourself and God. So, if those two align with you, then it doesn't matter what I think.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just how I operate. And it's difficult. I mean, it was difficult for you too in the beginning. Like, you didn't understand how I see things.
Yeah.
It's just not how I just don't operate. Like, I don't see it like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in like, hey, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if other people are like it. I don't really do things to impress other people. The only thing I do is like for you, but other than that, it's like I don't really care.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I just woke up to pee. That was the first comment that I saw. Well, thanks for waking up and letting us know and joining us. I mean, if you just woke up to pee and you decided to jump on here, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by. Oh, wait. I said hey to Rachel earlier. She's from Australia. That's why she just woke up. Because it's in the middle of the night over there.
Now I'm curious is that Rachel or Raquel? Is that how you spell Raquel?
Oh.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know.
I read it as
Shara
Raquel.
said, if I don't say see you now, I won't get my errands done. Going to the 2 grad parties this afternoon. See ya. All right.
Oh, fun.
Bye.
Have fun.
Have a good time. Wait.
Lenora.
Shoot, man, there's too many names that look alike, and I'm trying to pronounce them properly. Lenora. Good morning from Washington State. I hope all the bad weather has been missing you. It did miss us for the most part. We got a little bit of rain. And thank you for that. Lynn said my daughter had lovely curly bum length hair that she processed with box dyes during lockdown, then she shaved it off. That is unfortunate.
Dang.
Tara said, fun fact, Jay, we have to go over Donner Pass to get to CA. We get a lot of snow up there. I don't travel very often, but especially in the winter. Well, that'll be fun. A lot of snow. Dee said, I'm the same way. To each their own, but if you ask, I will not lie. That's me. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I got Bible verses tattooed all over me. I can't lie. Like, what are you talking about? I also learned that at a young age. I was probably about 19 or 20 years old when I realized if I just tell the truth about everything, my life got so much more simple. Because then you were not like catering, like, ooh, I don't say this, I say this, I don't say this, I say this, I don't say this. I'm like, nope, I just say the truth from here on forward, bam, easy. I mean, for real, it's so much easier. And I mean, it's also written about in the Bible. The Bible doesn't say, cater your thoughts and opinions based upon how people react. No. It says, speak the truth and seek righteousness and godly, which I think is the truth. So, I don't know. Seems like a hard concept to understand, but that's sarcasm.
Let me get a sip of that drink.
Mine?
You said whatever flavor I want.
Okay.
I gotta say, Zeus hasn't put his paws on me this whole time.
Elizabeth said I messaged AeroQuip too.
Oh my gosh!
We appreciate you. You guys are awesome.
Rachel, not Raquel. Got it.
That's right. Misplaced Country Girl. Shoot. Did you give us your name last time, Misplaced Country Girl? Oh, I can't remember.
I can't
Taking
either.
a break from the garden saw you're on.
I
Well,
just remembered
appreciate you joining.
Somebody said, where were you misplaced?
Yeah. I heard back from AeroQuip and they said they will have a product specialist look into your channel. Whoa!
That's cool.
When was that? That's pretty neat. That's awesome. Yeah, y'all are great. Hey, maybe we hit them now. Maybe they're susceptible to our, our strike. Carrie said, wow, this email to AeroQuip is going to take some time because I wanted to explain it all. I've been working on it during this live, but need to take a break.
That's awesome.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
I don't know if it needs to be overly too complex, but I mean, we appreciate it. The more detail you put in, that's great. You guys are awesome. Dee said, but use a filter when needed, LOL. My filter's pretty thin. Bonnie said, Carrie,
Aww.
where did you find out to write them. I want to do that too. I think their story is awesome and worth AeroQuip following and helping out. You guys are great.
Mm-hmm.
Kathleen, amen to that. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. That's right. I don't know if you heard of Donner Party trying to cross it in the winter but couldn't. Look it up. Don't want to gross anyone. Yeah, I don't know what any of that is. Denise. All right.
Got it.
Misplaced country girl Denise. Let's see. We will say.
Misplaced Denise.
Yep. It's awesome. In my eyes, it must be perfect. I understand, Carrie, but remember, progress over perfection. It doesn't need to be perfect. There's only one perfect individual in the world. It was none of us. So just progress is great.
Dang, you guys are amazing. That's crazy.
You guys are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. We appreciate you. And honestly, that's why we try to give back and do these giveaways. I wish we could do them all the time and just always give away t-shirts and stuff.
I know.
But, you know, we're not trying to make tons and tons of money off of the apparel. So as long as it's paying for itself, like, that's why we give them back to you guys, because we truly appreciate the support, this community. Like, you guys just taking your time to write emails, a detailed email to AeroQuip for these two hooligans that you met online, that you decided to start watching our journey and be a part of our family. And
yeah.
it just means a lot to us. So if we can randomly support you guys and give them back, like, that's great.
Yeah.
And we love it. So thank you so much. It is really cool. Really, really, really cool.
Yes, it is.
You know, because these boys work so hard, they appreciate it so stinking much.
Oh my
Look at these
goodness.
fat. Oh, boy. Oh my gosh. Oh, does he need CPR?
No, he doesn't.
Mouth to mouth?
Also, I saw something about the newsletter just now. Somebody.
No way.
FYI. Whew, my legs are sore.
Are they?
Yes.
Let me massage them.
No.
You take care of this. I'll massage them.
No.
Oh, we're going to play a game.
No.
We have a new game for you guys. It's going to be awesome. Should we play it right now?
Really quick, I just want to let you
Okay.
guys know that the newsletter is going on Wednesdays instead of Fridays now. So, if you're looking for one from Friday, that's why you didn't get it.
Kathy said, I did all the things to enter for the t-shirt. I already done 2 of the 3. Looking forward to the newsletter.
That's what I saw about the newsletter.
Gotcha.
Wednesdays. Good morning,
Wait,
Nigel.
what does it mean? I already done 2 of the 3.
She's probably already. You gotta
Follow the Facebook page
and invite 2 friends.
and then fill out the form.
Yeah. So she probably hasn't filled out the form yet.
Oh.
Or she hasn't done one.
Make sure you guys fill out the form if you didn't fill out the form.
Yeah, because that's the list that we'll pick from too, and then we'll make sure you did the other 2. Followed and shared.
Nigel's awake. We haven't seen Nigel on live in a long time. I don't think.
Not last week. I think he was
Yeah.
here the week before.
Shoot dang it, man. Where you been?
Afternoon. It's 4:35 there.
All right. Diane,
I
appreciate the handwritten notes that Charlotte does with the candles.
Aw, thank you.
Carrie said, don't touch them. Are you talking about the dogs?
Probably.
Yeah, right.
Either the dogs or my legs.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That was probably you saying, don't touch them.
Yeah,
The
we're
legs,
sore.
that is. Yeah, Carrie was saying the legs. You know I like that. So.
I know.
Let's see. Trying to get caught up here. Remember day, open it, Nigel. I'm late, but one board left on my raised bed. Morning, y'all. Betty's putting in her raised beds. Good morning. Kathy said, I followed and shared. Good afternoon. Karen, I received my candle, and the sweet lemongrass smells so good. Love the handwritten one. Yeah, sweet lemongrass is my favorite, which we are going to have some new scents coming out here soon.
Yes, we are.
Just keep an eye out.
We've also gotten some more questions about the lavender linen. I am restocking those as well soon. We're waiting on one thing to restock, and then we'll be able to, but...
Gary said, hi, Jay and Charlotte. I've been watching you. Just having a bit of a rough day, so not able to type too good. Love and prayers to you and everyone in the chat. Gary, we hope you're doing well. Hopefully anything that you're going through, we'll send some prayers your way. Everybody in the chat, send some prayers for Gary. And hopefully your day gets better, brother. Kathleen said, did all three. Tess said, messaged Arrow, Quip, you guys are great. Virginia said, remember everyone to like, share, and subscribe to Algiere Ranch, Algiere Homestead, where you also catch Charlotte's awesome candles and some of her recipes. Virginia, you are correct. Thank you very much for saying that. I just want to make one little tweak to it. Okay, all of the garden recipes, that is actually going to be on this channel. On ARC, Algiere Ranch Chronicles. Algiere Ranch and Algiere Homestead, those are going to be all of the cows, doing fencing projects, moving the cows, all of that stuff. Everything else is going to be on ARC. So
ARC is just a little bit of everything.
yeah, you'll get our workouts. You'll see us playing disc golf, maybe some recipes, some cooking. As soon as we get some beef back, we're going to start doing some cooking. Oh yeah, some grilling, some steaks, some burgers. Because y'all said about that cookbook. You know what's coming.
Yep.
Gary, a lot of people are sending prayers to Gary. Appreciate you guys for sending that over. Sorry, Nigel.
Sorry, Nigel.
Yeah, I saw that. I was still waking up, man.
Oh my gosh, you two are cute together. Charlotte, what was Jay's pickup line? You want to know his pickup line?
I can tell you.
Well, okay, you'd say it then.
You can lift more than that.
Yeah, because we were working out, and I was minding my own business, working out, and he was right behind me, and I had no idea who he was. At the time, he was like jacked and huge beard, long hair, and he just looks at me and he goes, you can lift more than that. I was like, who is this guy?
She was lifting the 2.5 dumbbells. She was like,
ah!
ee! Ah! And I was like, you could lift more than that.
Yeah.
And she's like, you think so? And I was like, yeah. And then I gave her like a 30-pound dumbbell. She was like, I can't do that. And then she ripped out like 20. I was like,
he's being dramatic. I'm not over here curling 30 pounds.
Now you're going to figure out what it is like to lift weights.
Yeah. And so it began.
We were talking about how like my body changes pretty quick.
Oh yeah,
And
we were talking about this the other night.
I was like, you have to understand, I have 18 years of intense training, like heavy training. I have a lot of muscle maturity over the time. I was like, you've lifted heavy weights for like 6 months.
Yeah. Well, this was before we stopped working out for a while.
Yeah. So, I was like, you worked out, but you didn't work out.
Yeah. I went through the motions.
Yeah. She was the typical gym goer where she'd be
Work hard.
and she'd have
Push yourselves. Woo.
and then she worked out with me, and every time she was like, dying.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's right.
No.
I know, mommy just lets you do whatever,
Ow,
don't
I
she?
scratched myself.
All right.
What are you doing?
Everybody said that was a smooth pickup. Lynn said, "Do a GoFundMe for the shoot." I can't do that, Lynn. I can't just. We gotta earn it.
Yeah.
That's why we sell at least T-shirts. So if you do want to support us, you at least get something back.
Yeah.
So, that's a little difficult for us. Did he fart?
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
He did.
Oh, my eyes! Gosh! Zeus, are you kidding me? Did you poop? Is it on the floor? Holy smokes! Goodness gracious, dude. Don't come over here now.
Oh my gosh. That one was bad, Zeus. Wow.
Hoo-wee. Don't get all excited. That's not a good thing. You stink. You're smelly. God.
Look at these two. This is
My eyes are watering.
Apollo's favorite thing in the whole entire world. Laying on top of Tai Tai. These two are buddies. I love it when they're together.
They're brothers, not buddies.
I know, but they love each other.
All right.